Hey, so going to try to teach you about Mistweaver Monk a little bit. Today, basic rotation, talents, and glyphs. I PvP, that's what I do. I like doing PvP. So I go over my PvP talents. So first I have Tiger's List, Chi Wave, Chi Brew, Leg Sweep, which will be interchanged with Ring of Peace, depending on the comp you're going against, and your healing elixirs. Then, I don't know how you say this one, Invoke Zwin, the White Tiger, something like that. I bounce between that and Chi Torpedo, depending on the comp I go against. Once again, I do rated battlegrounds and arenas. Your Chi Torpedo is probably better in RBGs, just because it gives you the ability to heal yourself when you roll away from people. Your Ring of Peace, I usually switch out Ring of Peace to do battlegrounds, RBGs, just because it gives you the AoE effect of silence and disarm. But that's also interchangeable with Leg Sweep, depending on if the RBG group is, if it's melee heavy, you want to go with Leg Sweep. If it's caster heavy, you want to go with Ring of Peace. It all comes down to sort of which one you're more comfortable with. The same with Chi Torpedo and Zwin the White Tiger. As for glyphs, glyphs are basically straightforward. About every Mistweaver you come across I have the same ones. Your minor glyphs you really don't want to worry about too much. Your major glyphs, however, your Life Cocoon, obviously so you can cast it while you're stunned. Healing Spheres. The Enduring Healing Sphere, it increases the time up to 3 minutes, so that's really good. Because normally I think they just dissipate in, say, 20 or 30 seconds. And your Paralysis removes the dots from your target, so if you need a good stun on somebody, that can do it. However, you want to be careful when you use your Paralysis, because if you have your Chi Wave out and you go to paralyze that person, your Chi Wave is going to knock your paralysis off. So it's one thing you want to keep in mind when you're using it. Now you can go over your talents a little bit, or your spells. Priority number 1, Renewing Mist. You constantly want to keep Renewing Mist up at all times. Chi Wave, I use Chi Wave, but it's one of those things that you want to be careful with how you actually use it. Your Renewing Mist is going to generate your Chi. Your Chi are these little dots up here underneath your name. Your Chi is very good for you to do a lot of different spells that you want to do. See those two? Then you go with your Soothing Mist. You can channel your Soothing Mist. That's obviously going to be one of your main heals. It bounces between your Healing Sphere and your Soothing Mist. While you're casting that, you can actually use Surging Mist, and it does not interrupt the channel on your Soothing Mist. And that's why I have the things as I have them set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because to me, those are my priorities. So your Soothing Mist, while you're channeling that, you can use Surging Mist, which also is going to generate Chi while you're using that. So if you're noticing the pattern, everything revolves around Chi. And also, while you're using that, once you get 3 Chi, it's going to proc your Enveloping Mist. Well, I call it proc, but it kind of really isn't that big of a proc. But your Enveloping Mist is one of your good big heals, and it's going to increase the healing of your Soothing Mist. So if you're noticing the pattern, one thing synergizes something else, synergizes something else, and synergizes something else. And that's basically the way it goes. So you've got your Renewing Mist, Chi Wave, use accordingly, but you want to start with your Renewing Mist, into your Soothing Mist, Surging Mist while channeling Soothing and Enveloping to increase the heals of your Soothing. And all 3 of these can be used at the same time. So while you're channeling Soothing Mist, you can use those 2. anytime during that, and it will not interrupt your soothing mist. And then you have an AoE. It also does damage and slows your target. But it's an AoE heal, a spinning crank. I mainly use it to slow somebody down. The healing spells are fairly easy. Everything builds on top of everything else. As you're channeling Soothing Mist and you use your Surging Mist or Enveloping Mist, it makes an instant cast. So there's no channel time. As you see, 1.3 seconds, 1.74. If you're channeling Soothing Mist, it makes these two casts an instant cast. That's why you want to keep using your Soothing Mist and keep it going so these can be instant. Because if you PvP, as I do, 1.74 seconds is a lifetime. And it seems like 1.3 is also. Because as you're watching your bard go, you're watching your partner go, his health is going the opposite way while you're going that way. Yeah, your Renewing Mist and your Soothing Mist helps you build your Mana Tea. Mana Tea is important. That's why you use your Chi Brew over Ascension. Ascension, yes, you get increased 15% and it goes to 345k mana, but it's not really something. The more mana you have, you don't really have to worry about that because you're going to have the Chi Brew to help restore 2 Chi and 2 stacks of mana, maximum 2 charges. So if you click it twice, you get 4 Chi, 4 stacks of mana, and you can regain it. So your Mana Tea. That's the importance of your Renewing Mist and your Soothing Mist is to help build your Mana Tea. So as you keep all this going, you can help build mana, and also your Chi Brew obviously is going to help you build Mana Tea because that's what it says it does. And that's where you get your mana back. If you need a big heal, it says receive a jolt of energy, and actually it's what it is. It requires 1 Chi. So if you need a big quick heal, you can use your Thunder Focus Tea to synergize your Surging Mist. Or, well, it synergizes your Surging Mist and also your Uplift. So depending on what you're doing, if you're doing raids, your Uplift to be better. If you're doing arenas, your Surging Mist to be better to use. And from there, Life Cocoon is pretty much, it's your last resort, last ditch effort to keep somebody alive. Mine absorbs 457,623 damage. And it increases healing done by 50%, lasts for 12 seconds. Which means that you can use it while you're stunned because of the glyph you have, and you can keep your partner alive that you're doing arenas with. Because there's not very many CCs, it's going to last 12 seconds. And so you can pop that on them, keep them up until you can come out of a CC and manage to throw out a few heals and get them going. Your detox, don't forget detox. You need to remove any dots that you can. And I think it covers all the healing spells. Oh, Expel Harm also generates 1 Chi, heals you and generates 1 Chi. So if you know how all of it works. And if you get to the oh shit, what are we gonna do but time, that's your revival button. When you and your partner are both low, it's going to take too much to get them up, then you use that. You can drop healing spheres all around you, or all around the person you're with. You can have 3 out at a time. But I always do this move. I strafe side to side and drop healing spheres and just run through them. If you're running from somebody, you can drop them and run through them. However, you can see how it drains your mana when you do it. So that's the downside to using healing spheres and trying to live off healing spheres. And they're also good for a huge burst. If somebody does a big burst on your partner, I mean, it's an instant heal of almost 74,000 health. So that will help survive against huge bursts. So don't ever forget to use that. And I think that covers just about everything I can think of. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below, and I will respond to them as quick as I can. And be sure to use the social links in the description below to follow me on Twitter and come see me on Twitch. Hope this helps everybody. Please subscribe while you're here, and I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you very much, and I hope this helped. Peace out, yo.